One of the greatest tools out there that we have worked with is mind mapping. It's something that's been around for quite a while, and it gives us the ability as creators, people who are creating content, people who are organizing, getting a lot done, organizing and thinking, a way to organize what you're doing and to put it down in a clear way. And usually what I use, been using it for years, I use a paper and a pen and just write it on there. That looks good and it's nice. It's got some advantages there, but there's also some limitations. But with the power of AI, ChatGPT, we're going to show you in this video how you can do that, what can be done with it. So let's take a look at what mind mapping is. Tony Buzan is a person that created that. He was a wonderful man who came up with the idea of taking these thoughts and ideas, putting them down on paper in a systematic way and making it work. And it's something that's really good that we have used a lot. And I say we because I'm joined also by my partner, Gina Carr, who is a person who has used this a lot and has done a lot with mind mapping. Gina, how have you found mind mapping to help you in working in business?
Well, I use mind mapping all the time, at least every week and almost every day. I use it to outline what I'm thinking about, whether I am outlining a new workshop or an article or something that we're doing with our business, or even the different aspects, the services that we're offering. I just find it very helpful to be in a very creative flow. Here's an example of one that I've done just recently, and I just find it easier and it works with my brain better than just a linear thinking process.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good that we can do it that way, put it together. Matter of fact, I got one of yours right here that we're going to use as an example to show what we did to go from a handwritten, done in paper and pen style over into a digital format. You might think, why would we do that? Well, there's some real advantages, because when we can take it and turn it into something that's a outline format that's digital, say on Google, we have it on a Google Doc, or we use it on Word, or we use it in Pages or some other format, then we've got something we can use in many different ways. And I'm going to show you step by step how we do that. Now, there's a very important step that you need to make when you've got the paper version of your mind map and you want to get that into a file. It's real simple though. What you can do, you can use your smartphone. Take a picture of it, make it a JPEG or a PNG. It will work beautifully. I also use a scanner. Got my brother's scanner here, which works very well. I just feed the page in there and it creates a JPEG for me. I can then take that, move it over into the other area. Then what I do is you click on that paper clip that you'll see in ChatGPT in the lower left corner. Paper clip, you clip that in there, tell it to go get that particular file, the picture that you took with your smartphone, or that you scanned with the scanner or some other method that you might use, and you bring that into ChatGPT and just say, here it is, this is the one that we're using. Do that and you'll make sure you get the transition from paper over to AI. So this is one that can really change your life and help you in some major, major ways. What we're going to do is we're going to show you what we did. We took this particular paper right here and we put it into something that is much, much easier. Something that's going to be easier to follow and be able to do many different things with it, so that we can say, all right, let's take this paper that we've got and let's turn this into something a little different. Now I've got it right here on the screen. You'll see we've got some things that Gina wrote down. This is really helpful. We were looking at some of our pillars that we use at Raving Entrepreneurs. I want to draw your attention particularly to right there in the middle, you'll see clarity. So we got clarity there, and then from there it has just jumps out to hedgehog, and then ikigai up here, and then positioning statement. And so those are three things that are underneath clarity. So when we're using that, yeah, we want to make sure it does that. Well, look what happened here. When we come down here, I'm going to get down here a little bit and position this a little bit better. Look what happened. I ran this through ChatGPT using a prompt that we're going to share with you. And you see what it came up with. It gave us clarity, which is at the 12 o'clock position. We told it to do that. Hedgehog is in there. Ikigai is in there. Positioning statement. All of that came through just like it is supposed to. I mean, this is fabulous. It took what was handwritten, converted it into something now that we can use in many different formats. Because when I use that, well, hey, that gives me the ability to do a lot of different things. Like, for instance, I've got visibility here, and we've got guesting and podcasting, video, newsletter. Notice how it gave us the breakdown on that very easily because we created a special prompt that is available. And we're going to make that prompt available to you at the end of this video. So stay tuned. Into this video, you're going to get that prompt, and then you can take it, customize it to what you're doing. This is really a breakthrough in what we can do, because it gives us the ability to put all of these little titles that we had in here that we wanted to put in and to do it, and also to add to it. Because, for instance, right here, you'll notice there's a tool here underneath tech. We've got Opus Clip, Cast Magic, Kartra, Zoom, and then AI tools. Well, this is something that's particularly nice because, hey, this was not in the original. Let me come back here to the original and show you what we had on that. I'll come slide back up here, and you'll see over here where we've got the tech coming in here. Let's see, the tech's just a little bit farther down there in the sales or so. I think it might be up. I kind of forgot where that is. There it is right here. There's our tech. Notice how it was put together. Gina put this in with Opus Clip here at the top, Cast Magic, Kartra, and Zoom. That's good, but then came up with other ideas. So when we came up with the other ideas, well, no problem, because now we're using this in a much better way. And so here we are in tech. I'm going to zoom in on this for you a little bit here. You'll see we've got the tools. These were added after we ran it through ChatGPT. So then we could talk about Perplexity, Hemingway, Slides Go, ChatGPT, and others. This is nothing short of amazing, the capabilities that we have with it and how it can work. Gina, I'm pretty impressed with this. Tell me what your thoughts are on this and how you use that to add the AI tool.
Well, I think it's fantastic because I can take what's swimming around in my head, put it down in a visual format that makes sense to me. And then now that we can run it through ChatGPT, it makes it easier for me to share it with you, because I can share it with you, but my handwriting is going to be hard to read. And also, if you make changes to it, it's not easy. You got to then send that paper version back to me, or you can digitize it and send me the digital version. But by having it now easily transmitted into text format, I can create articles, I can create a script, I can create an ebook, I can create an outline for a workshop. These are the pillars of our Start Raving Entrepreneurs program. So there's an unlimited number of ways that we can use these.
Yeah, I really like that. And you see, we're sharing that then with others. So if you've got a team and you come up with certain topics and you say, okay, this is what we're going to cover. You cover this, this, and this. You think, oh, we need to share that. Now, because you can just put it on something like Google Docs real quickly, then lots of members on your team could jump in there, work with what was done originally. And the thing I love about it is because a mind map with paper and pen is still good. Yeah, in the age of AI, this is a good thing to have, because what you can do then is you get your ideas out of it. It really stimulates creativity, and then we stimulate organization. Somehow I'm thinking Tony Buzan would be really proud that maybe somewhere, if you'll indulge me for a moment, Tony Buzan is sitting there somewhere and giving us a big salute of what we're doing as we're taking the great work that he did with mind mapping, bringing it into the world of AI. And so it gives us the ability to have that prompt. And what you want to do is you want to use the prompt that we'll put into the handout that you can use. And it'll be part of the tools that we're giving you. You can get this and you'll want to change it. So where we put in certain words, like we were looking for visibility, you'll be looking for something else. And one thing we would recommend is, as you do this, follow the format that Gina's put together here. I like this a lot, where it has clarity, the first one we started with right here at the 12 o'clock position. So you start there at the 12 and you move around. And that's what we told ChatGPT in the prompt, to say, okay, take a look at that and let's see what we can do.
Of course, what you're showing there is my version of a mind map, which is different than this version of a mind map I did within the same span. So my point is that there are many different versions of mind mapping. Some people might look at my version and say, she doesn't do it right. Well, it works for me. And another area where I use it often and really love it is when I'm getting ready to do a new presentation. That's one of the main ways that I use it. And I wanted to give a shout out to the person that introduced me to mind mapping, and that was one of my heroes, Diana Boer, who's the author of, I think at this point, probably 50 plus books. She's a member of the Hall of Fame of the National Speakers Association, as are you. And I was in attendance at a National Speakers Association of Georgia meeting, which is where I met you. And so I think her meeting was the meeting before I met you. And so Diana Boer and National Speakers Association of Georgia that I was a member of for about 10 years. Both mean a lot to me.
Yes, indeed. And I mean a lot, and I'm glad we can use that. And now what I want to do is I want to share the prompt with you that I use. This is where it really gets important. Where I put in here, I say, use the scan document SRE, that's Stark Raving Entrepreneurs pillars for this exercise. Take this mind map and start with a section on clarity. Label that as Roman numeral 1. This is the 12 o'clock position. Bring in sub-items, the hedgehog, ikigai, positioning statement, has letters A, B, and C. So you see all of that kept coming through. This is all the details of it, and I had it move it around. And then notice at the end, I put here, does this make sense? So I wanted to make sure that we got the exact prompt, that it worked for us on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that in the description below. And when you follow this on certain whatever document you're going to be on, you want to make sure that you're looking at this as a real good way to do it. So here it is again. Notice we've got it here. We've got the 1 o'clock position, put it in there, numeral 1. You bring in the items, sub-items, etc., just like that, and you get the exact prompt and image we generated. You'll be able to click that link below. You'll be able to see it. So what we're going to do on that, we get a chance to work with it and get a lot of good things done so that you can take a look at how this prompt works, the capabilities that it has, and the benefits of using it. I think we've got something here that is pretty amazing. I know it's going to help me a lot, Gina. What are your thoughts on how people will be able to use this, combining the pen and paper with the best of AI?
Well, I know a lot of my friends use mind maps as well. And although there are digital versions, I understand, of mind mapping software, this is an area where the tactile and my brain and my hand work really well together with the pen and paper. And that's what I prefer to do. Now, this is going to be available, so you don't have to type what Terry had there on the screen. We're going to put it in our one of our tools called the AItoolsforbiz.com. And you can see the link right in the text below, in the description below. You'll be able to copy and paste that all for yourself.
Absolutely. So we're making it easy for you to follow this and to use it. We really want to know what you think. Let us know. Please leave a comment below, and you're welcome to share this with others as well. Let others know what is going on, how you can do it. And if you like this, we would sure like you to like this. Like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube if you're catching it there. And also, we've got it available over at starkravingentrepreneurs.com. Make a note of that. starkravingentrepreneurs.com. You can find out more about the kinds of programs that we have, what we can do to help you and give you that information. And here's that tool we were telling you about. It's packed full of good AI tools for biz that you can use. That's where you go to get it. AI tools, the number 4, biz.com. You use that, and you'll see also we've got a QR code here, but we'll cover a lot of different programs like ChatGPT, Canva, and how you can use Canva with some of the AI, DALL-E 3 for creating pictures, OpenAI, where they have other tools. They created ChatGPT and DALL-E 3. And we also see Lexica Arts, a good tool that you can use. Udly for a speech coach that is AI. Real handy for that. And Stable Diffusion. So the whole thing is just packed full of goodies for you. You can go over there at AItoolsforbiz.com. And again, here's the QR code that you can use. Pause the video for a moment. You'll be able to go over there and get that as well. So lots of good available there. What we're going to do is we're going to give you this information. We want to help you where we can here at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. So come see us. And by the way, we've got a couple of videos here that can help you enormously in your work. This will give you even more traction and more capability. On behalf of Gina Carr and our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs group, I'm Terry Brock. We really appreciate you being with us today.